Hello everyone. In this session we will discuss the class in our C++. So normally we can say here our class is a set of data members and the member of the functions, right? So now we will discuss and briefly about our class. So here class is one type of your abstract data type. Here you can see class is an abstract data type here. So this abstract data type is performing like here whatever you have the data is in the form of groups, and those are means whatever you have the data, so that is performed in the form of our functions. Okay, so your data is the set of members data, and your function is the members function here. So here a class is an abstract data type within the form of array, and here that groups the data and it's associated by the our functions. So whatever you have the data that is in the groups manner, that can be performed by the here our functions. So here the data can be in the form of variables format, and this whatever you have the variables, so those variables are performing into the our function. Okay, so and here not only that, here whatever you have the data, that is also in the form of hiding. Okay, in our class says, so it can also hides the our data and the functions if we required only. If not, here as usual it will be displays the our information. If the user requires to hide the data in the functions, in that time only it will be hides the information. Okay, so and here it can be done in the form of two parts. Like here the class is specified in the form of two parts. So we have the one is the declaration of the class, and second one is the definition of member functions of a class. First one is the declaration of a class. So after the declaring of the class, here we need to be define our member functions. So how we can define our member functions? With the data and the functions. Whatever we have the data, here we have the data, right? With the data and the functions, here we can define our members of the function. So here whatever you have the member scope and the type, those are here declaring the, or else here describing the our class declarations. And after that, here you can implement the our member functions, so that can be described by the our class function definitions. So just to see the general format for the our class. Okay, so first here we need to be write the class. Okay, for what we are writing here, we are writing for the class, right? So after that, here we need to be write the class name, and next here open the brace, means here open the class, and next here I'm writing the access specifier. So in our C++, here we have the access specifiers like your public, protect, and private. Okay, so your access specifiers like your public, protect, and private. And after that, here you can declare these access specifiers whatever you need, and in that you can define the, it may be the variables or anything. After that, you can declare the our functions into this. Okay, so in this we already declared our member variables, means this is the our declaration of the data. Okay, this is the declaration of the data. After the declaring of the data, we need to be declared with the our functions. So then write here member function. So here you can declare not only one function, number of functions we can include in this. So just I'm writing the function 1. After that, again I'm choosing the access specifier, another access specifier. So it may be any public, private, and a protected. And next here, so access specifier 2. This is the access specifier 2, and member variable 2. And next, take the member function 2. Member function 2. After the completion of this, you close the our class. Okay, close the our class. See here, this is the our general format. So first here we took the class with the class name. So here class is the our abstract data type, right? So here whatever you have the class, that is the our keyword here. So that keyword is indicating like your abstract data type with the name of class name. You can see this is the ADT now. This is the ADT, abstract data type. Your class name is the abstract data type. And whatever we have in the body section, in the body section means once we opened here, that is the body section for the class, and here we closed. This is end point of the our class, right? So it can be includes the our member variables and also member function declarations. See, it will be having the some member variables and also it will be having the member functions. You can see here. So the class is an abstract data type here, which can be groups the number of variables like within the form of our data, and those data can be, or else those variables can be associating the our function with the general format. You can clearly observe this point. Okay, and next we'll discuss the one example for this. So let's see here. So one example program for the our class. So first here we need to be declare the class with the class name. So here I am writing the class and we need to be use the class name. So here just I am taking the one circle. Okay, so here I am choosing the class name is the circle. After that here I am opening the class. In that I am choosing the access specifier. Here we need to be choose the access specifier, right? Here I am choosing the access specifier, that is the private. That is the private. So after writing of the access specifier, here we have, see here. So just this is a colon. After that we can perform the our member of the variables. In the next line is also possible, there is no problem, or else you can continue. So here I am taking the member of the variables with the data type. So here I am choosing the int and the radius. Your radius is the our variable here. Your radius is the our variable. And next I am choosing the another second access specifier, that is the public. That is the public. And just here I am writing the just executable performance only. So like in this I am choosing the member of the functions, that is like here void set data, void set data and void get data, and next here we have the void display. So this void is the our return type here. In our function, void is the return type. And next I am choosing the void area. So for the circle we are finding the area. And next here I am taking the void perimeter. Void perimeter. Okay, and then close the our class with a semicolon. Okay, right. So this is our example now. So you can see carefully how it will be there. So first we took the class with the class name. So here what we have the class name, that is the circle. Here you can say this is the class name. Circle is the class name. And after that here we took these some access specifiers, that is like your private and the public. So in this example we took the keyword and circle is the name of the class, your or else your class name, and we took the radius is a member variable. Here what is the radius here? This is the member variable. So for the access specifier, your private is the, here I am writing private is the access specifier. So here for this access specifier we have the radius. So this radius is the member variable. Member variable. Okay, and next here, so that can be declared in the private section. The radius is declared in the private section. Private means here it is not visible to all the persons, it is for own. Okay, so it is for ourselves, right? So same like that only. So whatever you written in the private mode, that is also kept like your secret, means that is in the form of hiding. So here by using the classes, here we can hide the data and the functions if it is required, right? So that's what here we are writing the private. So in this example we need the some hiding performance, so that's what we take the our data in the functions in the hiding way. Okay, so hiding way. So here, so these are declared in our private section, right? And whatever you have another member functions, those are declared in the form of our public. You can see here public is also access specifier, and here these are all our functions. You can see whatever we have, set data, get data, display, area, and the perimeter, these are all the our member functions. Okay, these are all the our member functions. And next here, so these are declared in the form of our public mode, right? So these private and the public or the our access specifiers to provide the accessing to the our members and the terminated by the colon. So here you can see whatever you have the access specifiers, so those are access modifiers here. So why we are using means to provide the access to the class members, right? So to provide the access to the our class members, like within the form of variables and the functions, it may be the data and the functions, and it can be end with the colon, not semicolon, it can be end with the colon. And next here, the class can be enclosed curly braces and it can be terminated by using the semicolon. It is opened with the curly brace, and also it can be closed with the curly brace with a semicolon. With the semicolon. And here whatever you described into this, okay, see here whatever you described the variables, those are declared in the form of private section, right? So we declared the variables, member variables, or in the form of our private section. Those are accessed only within the class, or else here by the our public member functions of the class. So these methods are available in our public sections, whatever you have. So those will be accessed inside, or else here it may be the outside of the class by using the our objects. And whatever you have the private variables of the class, those are directly accessible like your public variables, but here we have only functions into this. So this can be done by the storing public and the private variables in the consecutive memory locations. So otherwise here it will not do the process. If you did the process with the consecutive memory locations, so it will be do the process for this. And the address of the first member variable is stored in the form of pointer, and the pointer can be incremented or else it can be decremented to access with the our both like your private and the public members in the direct format. And suppose if you created the object for this class, so the address of the variable first memory location is stored into the object, and the object is also used to perform your access like your private and the public members directly. So like that here we can work, just you can simply you can see. So the class is an abstract data type, so it can be performs like here, it can be group C our data, and it is associated with the our function. So just here simply you can see, okay, in this here we are using this some access specifiers, and if you need only we can hide the data into this, that is possible. Okay, we can hide the data and the functions if required. Only by using our access specifiers we can do this process. So thank you for the watching. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel.